The manhunt that gripped 2 states ended quietly last night on a highway near Bakersfield. But the questions it raises are only getting louder. Daniel Ray Myers, the 62-year-old suspect wanted for attempted murder and sexual assault, was arrested around 8 p.m. Thursday in the Button Willow area of California. The California Highway Patrol took him into custody without incident after Salem police specifically reached out for help. He is now awaiting extradition back to Oregon to face multiple charges. Here is what police have confirmed about this case. The facts, what police actually said. Salem Police Department released detailed information through official statements. Let me separate what is confirmed from what remains under investigation. Confirmed facts. The attack occurred around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, February 10th. A 27-year-old woman was in a vehicle with Myers making online food delivery orders for DoorDash. During this time, Myers allegedly drove to a secluded location and attempted to sexually assault her. When she resisted, police say Myers stabbed her multiple times and held her in the vehicle so she could not flee. Here is where the victim's quick thinking likely saved her life. She convinced Myers to let her go into a Walgreens to get first aid items. Once inside, store staff called police for her. Myers fled the scene in his silver Honda Civic. Salem police distributed a media release and law enforcement bulletin. Following this, detectives received 3 separate calls from law enforcement agencies in Oregon and California reporting sightings of Myers' vehicle. From these tips, investigators learned Myers had fled Oregon and was traveling south toward Bakersfield. Salem police specifically reached out to the California Highway Patrol, which led directly to his capture around 8 p.m. Thursday. Criminal history confirmed. Court records confirmed that Myers served time in Oregon for murder and burglary starting in 1984. He was originally sentenced to life in prison, but was paroled on January 21st, 2025. That means he had been out of prison for less than 3 weeks when this attack allegedly occurred. The disturbing timeline. Let me put this in perspective. January 21st, 2025. Myers walks out of prison after serving decades for murder. February 10th, 2025. A woman accepts a DoorDash delivery opportunity, not knowing her companion's history. 3 weeks. That is all it took. The victim, according to police, was making deliveries with Myers when he allegedly drove her to a secluded spot and attacked. She survived because she convinced him she needed first aid supplies and alerted store staff. What police have not said. It is equally important to clarify what investigators have not confirmed. Police have not disclosed the exact relationship between Myers and the victim, only that they were together making deliveries. They have not specified whether Myers was also working for DoorDash or what brought them together that night. Police have not released details about the victim's current condition, though they confirmed she survived the stabbing. And importantly, investigators have not commented on how Myers was paroled after a life sentence for murder, or what factors led to his release after more than 4 decades behind bars. That question now falls to the parole system, not the police. The bigger question we cannot ignore. Here is what keeps me awake about this case. A man serves decades for murder. The system determines he is safe to re-enter society. 3 weeks later, a woman ends up fighting for her life in a parked car while trying to earn money delivering food. Was this failure predictable? Was it preventable? The police did their job. They identified the suspect, distributed bulletins, followed tips, coordinated with California authorities, and made an arrest without incident. That part of the system worked. But the part that happened before the attack, the parole decision that put Myers on the street in the first place, that part remains a dark hole of unanswered questions. The victim in this case did everything right. She resisted. She stayed alert. She convinced her attacker to stop at a store. She alerted staff. She survived because she was smart and because Walgreens employees paid attention. She should not have had to be that smart. She should not have had to fight off a convicted murderer while trying to make extra money delivering food. What happens next? Myers now sits in California custody awaiting extradition back to Oregon. He will face multiple charges, including attempted murder. The investigation continues. But for everyone else reading this, the story does not end with an arrest. It ends with a question for the parole board, for the system, for all of us who believe in second chances, but also believe in public safety. How many warnings does one man get? Daniel Ray Myers got his second chance on January 21st. By February 10th, he was allegedly stabbing a woman who just wanted to earn a paycheck. The police caught him. The system let him loose. And one woman will spend the rest of her life recovering from what happened in those 3 weeks.